majority of the juniors tournament here at the starting today. And V1 will kick off with a Squawkabilly in the active up against Ginyu's Raging Bolt EX.
And just looking at how Raging Bolt side is going to work this year, looking at a certain tempo play as well. We have basically just basics to work alongside with.
And both sides are basic Pokemon, right? We have ancient Pokemon on both sides, right? We have ancient Pokemon EX in the Raging Bolt deck with the Tealmas Ogerpon, and then you have basic Pokemon EX in the Roaring Moon, ancient Pokemon as well, and you have the non-EX in the deck as well. So a lot of options here for our viewing. Now we shall see what kicks us off. It's V1 with a Radiant Greninja. Seems very familiar. It seems like we've seen more and more Radiant Greninjas off the bat.
This is a really good way to actually kickstart how it would be able to actually set up the openings usually.
Indeed. And so now this is V1's opportunity to get some energy into the discard. Starting with water energy to draw two cards with concealed cards. That's the Roaring Moon EX. That's the card we have not seen at all today. And here we have an energy attachment onto the Roaring Moon EX. And I believe that might have also been an Ancient Boost Capsule. And here's a PokéStop. So Roaring Moon EX is an archetype that can explode out of the gates. It is an archetype that we have rarely seen for some time, but it's a powerful archetype, being able to knock out a Pokemon outright with Roaring Moon's Frenzied Gouging. And that's a perfect PokéStop for people getting all three cards into the hand. One of them was the Nest Ball, a couple Ultra Ball I believe as well.
We could just amplify the damage by just discarding the stadium later on as well, just to get an instant KO. So
well, we will not be using that unfortunately, because that will only deal 220 damage on this Raging Bolt. He will need to use Frenzied Gouging to get a knockout on Raging Bolt. So, of all these cards we play, V1 still has yet to use Squawkabilly. So another Roaring Moon EX in play. V1 knowing full well that this is what they need. Passing the note Ginyu. Now, what can you have? Using the PokéStop on his side as well. Fighting Energy Poke Gear, and that's the boss order. Unfortunately, that gets discarded. Hits up play from Ginyu here, putting the fighting energy slightly adjusted. Going full well, that's the card you can see. And here comes the Poke Gear. I realized V1 did not actually use the Squawkabilly. Maybe valuing their hand. Poke Gear looking for the Professor Sada's Vitality. But no other bench Pokemon so far for Ginyu. And that's with no Professor Sada's.
Not really the smoothest rope start, but I think it's still pretty much salvageable from what we are witnessing here. Gotta take a look at what's next to come.
Here's a Prime Catcher. Did he use it? Not sure now.
Okay, we will...
Oh, here's an Iono. Okay, so Ginyu had a pretty rough hand, but now being able to refill up to 6 fresh cards. And huge appreciation and thanks to our judges here assisting the match. 6 cards for both these players, 6 fresh cards. Ginyu attaching the Brave Charm, playing an Ultra Ball now. I would presume this is for a Tealmas Ogerpon EX. That's the draw engine of this deck. Or it might even be a Greninja, mirroring the play made by V1 earlier.
We find that will be definitely sufficient for Ginyu to really get a decent setup, but for now, just gotta succumb to this. 20 more minutes on the clock.
Yeah, I believe this is the best of 1 grand finals, by the way. There's no best of 3. Yeah, it's
daunting,
it's a little daunting, I want to admit. But these players, they've played multiple rounds of best of 1 so far. So yeah, here is the Tealmas Ogerpon EX. No Radiant Greninja. Interesting enough. Perhaps it's prize, or perhaps it's ready in hand. We shall see. And using, I think that's a Burst Roar from the Raging Bolt EX. Yeah, it looks like it's looking at discarding their hand, getting a fresh hand of 6. Lots of resources there thrown there into the discard. One of them was energy retrieval, I believe. Now back to V1 side of the field. Are they able to get a knockout on this Raging Bolt? Frenzied Gouging would bypass the Bravey Charm. So this Roaring Moon EX is poised to give V1 the lead.
You should have this about enough with Darkness Energy already in store.
I think V1 is short a couple more. So Water Energy comes down as an attachment. That's normally not what you usually see, but I think they have Dark Patch. Yeah, there's a Dark Patch in hand. And there is a Dark Energy in the discard. So we might be seeing a turn 2 knockout. Ooh, Professor Sada's Vitality, even better. So not even you need to use that Dark Patch.
You just save it for much later.
Oh yes, drawing 3 cards here as well. Now V1 just requires to get these Squawkabilly out of the active. That's a Nest Ball, not the Switch Cart that they're looking for, red unfortunately. Potentially could be an Energy Switch as well, because V1 has already attached for a turn. There's Iron Bundle coming out, that's pretty early for it. We shall see where does it lead V1. I mean, if all things considered, it might be a good idea to just go for that Ogerpon, because a Tealmas Ogerpon EX actually hits for weakness against a Roaring Moon. So the Iron Bundle here might hit up play here by V1 going after the Grass-type Pokemon on the bench. Here's a Switch Cart.
There we go. Going for a knockout.
Yep, we will see a knockout. The question is which one. Will it be on the Raging Bolt or the Tealmas Ogerpon? V1 is considering here. Takes knockout on the active, removing the energy. And that's it. 2 prizes to the good here for V1. And Ginyu has a lone Tealmas Ogerpon EX in the active. And yes, Frenzied Gouging does put quite a bit of damage onto the Roaring Moon after its use. But this wouldn't really matter, because in the case of a Tealmas Ogerpon, it will one-shot the Roaring Moon anyway. However, there aren't any energies at the moment on that Tealmas Ogerpon. Here is one, still too short from an attack for knockout. And the only way I think Ginyu will be able to do that is likely through some energy switch shenanigans, which I believe they don't really play. No, they don't. So there is no way for the knockout to happen, unfortunately.
So he has to go in manually. He's only going to be relying on the Teal Dance now, searching for more coming in with the Nest Ball as well.
Yeah, for some reason I thought the Raging Bolt deck had the energy switch is actually the energy switch on the Roaring Moon deck. So all these ancient Pokemon having very similar names, but anyway, we do see another Raging Bolt, I want to say, coming out on Ginyu's side of the field. Now, V1 is in the lead already. And can you find a way to take a knockout on that active Roaring Moon EX? So Professor Sada's Vitality getting 1 lightning energy onto the Roaring Moon, drawing 3 cards. Ginyu is looking for a fighting energy and a switch out. And that would get the knockout That's an Earthen Vessel. That's step number 1. Fighting energy to the hand. Do they have a Switch Cart?
If you chance upon it, that'll be pretty perfect.
There's only 2 Switch Cards in the deck. That's what they need right now in order to get a knockout, a return knockout. Just retreating. Okay, this is doable as well. It's just that it makes it so that Kinyu has no energy left on the field after this. Discarding 2 energies to take 2 prizes.
Equals to the playing field.
Yep.
4 apiece.
Yep. So 4 prizes left for both these players. This is the explosive nature of the Raging Bolt Ogerpon deck. From just having a lone Ogerpon in the active, from just no energies attached, having 3 energies in play, and now back to Vboon inside the field. What can they conjure up? Are they able to take a knockout on this Raging Bolt EX? There is only 1 energy attached to that Roaring Moon EX, and we did see a couple of Dark Patch in the hand, with some now Dark energies in the discard. So Vboon promoting the Roaring Moon, the baby Roaring Moon as we call it, the non-EX version, right?
Yeah.
So Vboon, couple Dark Patch in hand, will need a way to switch out the Roaring Moon in the active as well, which has a hefty 2 retreat cost. Perhaps it would have been good to promote the Greninja? Oh, it's an Energy Switch.
Sounds
Okay.
like a shoe.
Trekking Shoes Energy Switch. I don't think that's what you need right now. But Vboon thinks otherwise. We shall see how this turns out. Ooh. There's another Roaring Moon.
Wow.
So 3 already seen so far. Is he trying Heavy Ball? Must be looking for something particularly.
What did you manage to pick up?
No, nothing at all. There wasn't any basic Pokemon in the prize cards. So Vboon now is probably just finding a way to get the Roaring Moon out of the active into the Roaring Moon EX. 1 energy from the discard pile. Takes Dark Patch. Another Dark Patch. Things are progressing nicely. Does Vboon have the Switch card? That's the question. PokéStop. Alright. Do we see a Switch card? We got a Prime Catcher. That's good as well.
Actually, a really good hand.
Yeah. That's a perfect card for Vboon here. Going for the knockout on the Teal'c's Ogerpon EX without using Frenzied Gouging. We'll be using the Calamity Storm instead.
Prime Catcher in play.
Prime Catcher played. Here comes the Roaring Moon EX. So discarding the stadium to take a knockout here. Vboon replying with a knockout. And leaving Kinyu once again with a lone active after this. Even as an Earthen Vessel on Vboon's side, getting more energies from deck into hand. And I believe Vboon does not attach any energy yet, so it might be so that, yeah, Vboon will be able to attach to another Roaring Moon EX. Potentially even the basic or baby Roaring Moon. But I think if you're going up against an EX deck as heavy as Raging Bolt and Ogerpon, you'd want to just charge up those Roaring Moon EXs. So perfect card to get off the PokéStop. And now Vboon will be in a commanding position, discarding the PokéStop. 2 prizes, 2 Roaring Moon, and Raging Bolt is the lone Pokemon again. And not for long though, here comes Teal'c's Ogerpon and another Raging Bolt, and Radiant Greninja. Kinyu pulling up all these cards from hand. A Teal Dance for 1. I don't think Kinyu has anything beyond it though. I did not see a Professor Sada's Vitality in his hand. Oh, there it is. Alright, I stand corrected.
Here you go.
So, potentially, Raging Bolt can respond here. It looks like it. Wow, 4 energies. Here we go. Conceal cards. Look at this deck. You pretty much left with just a single active Pokemon, a single Pokemon essentially. And out of nowhere, 4 energies in play. Even now having his Heavy Ball, grabbing a Raging Bolt, it looks like, oh no, he decides to leave it there. Alright, so Kinyu decides to leave it in the prize cards.
Quite good recovery coming from Sada Kinyu as
Oh
well.
yes, definitely. This is what the deck does. It's able to, accelerate energies out of nowhere. And when you least expect it, from having no energy in play, Vboon is now staring out 4 energies.
And they're just going to go pound for pound. If that's the case,
It'll go down to the wire.
It definitely will. Okay,
It's an exciting match.
Definitely wants to turn this one around and make it even with only 2 more prizes to leave by the end of it all. But
this is exciting part of this deck. Both decks trading knockout after knockout. 2 prize knockout on each side. I believe Kinyu is 1 card short, 1 energy card short though. He's a Prime Catcher?
and also to take note, there's only about 8 more minutes left.
Yes, indeed. So I think he's going out the Squawkabilly here. Okay. Going for the Squawkabilly, promoting the Greninja. And just passes. Kinyu wasn't able to get knocked out.
Oh no.
1 energy short. We were both assuming that they had the knockout right off the bat, but no. And Vboon here, attaching energy to retreat the Squawkabilly. Here comes Roaring Moon EX. Is there a boss? Yeah, there is. This is game set and match.
All dictated by just that one
Conceal
energy.
stars for 2. Vboon's top deck has been amazing this game. That's a Sada and an Ultra Ball. That's not the boss order.
Here comes Professor Sada.
There's only 1 in the deck, surprisingly. Just 1 boss's order. And where is it?
Gotta dig deep for it. There's still plenty of cards left inside of the deck.
Indeed, so goes for the Professor Sada's Vitality, getting more attacks in play, pretty much locking up this game at this point.
Another stadium.
That's a Town Store, allowing Vboon to grab a Pokemon tool from the deck, and discarding the stadium with Calamity Storm. Vboon down to a single prize. 1 prize remaining from Big Crown Champion in the Junior Division here at the Championships Malaysia. Kinyu will do what they can, getting energies into play with Professor Sada's Vitality.
There you go.
So it will be a knockout, but Vboon is just 1 energy attachment away then, because that Roaring Moon EX on the bench already has 2 Darkness energy. We don't see in the hand, do we? I don't think so, but
I don't think so either.
Kinyu will be able to go toe-to-toe with another 2 prize knockout.
Kinyu needs to get the setups right though.
Yeah, calculating energies. They only 5. Yeah.
Thank you, Marshall.
Yes, just making sure, and that's a knockout.
At least getting that out of the way would
Yes, indeed.
put a lot
Kinyu
more
down.
relief for Kinyu.
Yes, Kinyu down to 2 prizes as well. Now Vboon has to have the energy for the knockout. Do they have it? Top deck. Sada's Vitality. That should be game. That should be game here for Vboon. Do they see it though? That should be the championship. Plays the Mew. Oh, there it is. There was even an energy from the deck, from the hand, I should say. And that should be the match and the championship. Frenzied Gouging for the knockout. Vboon national champion in the juniors division here in Malaysia. Congratulations. What a well-played game.
Very, very well played by Vibu. And then everything fell into place so efficiently when it comes down to how some of these trainers are actually used into perfection as well. And like off the bat, we see the Roaring Moon, the stadium set into place, and the engine was running from the get-go.
Indeed. And very unfortunate that we had Raging Bolt decks not doing too well